Manny Pacquiao was one of the greatest boxers in the world. He was the only person to become an 8-division world champion. He also had a boxing record of 62 wins and 8 losses. He won 12 major titles too. Manny Pacquiao trained for 6 days a week for over 3 hours a day without fail. In this video, we will take a look at the former world champion's training routine and a few things that made Manny Pacquiao so good at boxing. Manny often started his day with early morning road work by running a few miles. Manny often ran over 6 miles a day before he started his training. Road work helps him to improve his stamina and breathing. Road work is the most common way most professional boxers start off their day because it also builds discipline, which is a useful trait for boxing. Pacquiao also included sprints in his training routine every morning because sprints can push your body to adapt to high-intensity tasks, can help your boxing performance. It works better than road work to build stamina because it is similar to interval training, which is proven to improve your endurance. After doing road work and sprints, Pacquiao likes to do strength and conditioning exercises. Pacquiao had a really good physique for a boxer with good core development because he prioritized strength training. Manny Pacquiao preferred to do bodyweight exercises like push-ups, pull-ups for back, and squats for leg. Pacquiao also focused on plyometrics exercises like box jumps and ball slams, since they target muscles which are important for boxing like legs. Plyometrics also help build fast twitch muscle fibers, which can be very beneficial for your speed in boxing. Landmine press is a great plyometric workout for building both strength and speed. He also trained his core by doing crunches, Russian twists, and side crunches. He also did planks and leg raises to target his lower abs. It is true that he jumped a lot of weight classes, so he lifted weights and did compound exercises like bench press and squats to get there. He also did burpees, which helped him build stamina and strength together. Let's move on to the main thing, which is his boxing training. Pacquiao started his boxing training with shadow boxing. Manny Pacquiao had really good form and speed because he did a lot of shadow boxing. Shadow boxing is the best way to train and get ready to start off your boxing session. He also had really good footwork, and shadow boxing definitely contributed to it because in order to improve, while shadow boxing, you also need to move around fast without losing your balance. Using light dumbbells or resistance bands while shadow boxing can help improve your hand speed. At last, most professional boxers like to visualize an opponent in front of them while shadow boxing. Another important thing Manny Pacquiao included in his training was bag work. Pacquiao had a powerful punching power and speed, and bag work played an important role in it. Bag work is the best way to try out new boxing combinations and improve your punching power because you can go all out. He often did bag work for a few rounds 6 times a week. Generally, most professional boxers train on the heavy bag for 30 minutes to an hour, so Pacquiao spent a relative amount of time on the heavy bag. You should also try out different types of boxing bag, like the uppercut bag, to improve your uppercut. Footwork drills. Manny Pacquiao was known for having one of the best footwork in his weight division. He was really quick and agile, which gave him an advantage over his opponents. Pacquiao was also good at closing and falling back really quick, so it was hard to hit him. With fast footwork and speed, he was a very hard opponent to defeat. He often did ladder drills, which helped him improve his footwork speed and agility. He also did shadow boxing while focusing on footwork. If you are a boxer trying to improve your footwork, doing footwork drills for 10 to 15 minutes a day can get you ahead of most people at your boxing gym. Mitt work is another thing Manny included in his daily training routine because it helped him to improve his punching speed and accuracy. Mitt work also helped him to build better reflexes, which was very important when he was fighting world champions like Floyd Mayweather or Oscar. He was able to go 12 rounds with Floyd, who was undefeated, and he did put up a decent fight. Mitt work also helps improve defense because you will need to do things like slipping while throwing boxing combinations. Mitt work is the most common form of training and the most effective because it can be done more often than sparring. Pacquiao's coach often helped him out with his mitt work, and it gave his coach an opportunity to find out any mistakes made and help correct it. Another thing Manny included in his training routine was the double end bag. It is quite rare to see people using the double end bag in most boxing gyms, but Manny Pacquiao used it to improve his hand-to-eye coordination and timing because using the double end bag requires good timing and you need to maintain your focus. These are very valuable traits in order to improve at boxing. It can take time to use it well, but double end bags are fun to use if you know how to use them well. Manny Pacquiao also used the speed bag because it can make your timing and rhythm better. It is also a great way to end your boxing session because it is a low-intensity task. It is also a great way to build hand and eye coordination. Using it for 5 minutes after your boxing sessions is a good thing to do. One of the most important things Manny Pacquiao included in his training routine was sparring. Sparring is the key factor of any boxer's ring performance. Sparring is the closest thing to a fight, so if you are good at sparring, you will be good at fighting. Manny often did light sparring, but he also did hard sparring when he had a fight coming up. Gaining experience from sparring can be very beneficial when you start competing. Manny Pacquiao also built his stamina through sparring, because there is no better way to build ring stamina than sparring. Generally, most boxers spar around 1 to 3 times a week. He also included jump rope in his training routine. He would do it before or after his boxing training. Usually before, because jump rope is a great training drill to warm up. It can also help your footwork a little. After his training routine was completed, he often took rest and had nutritious meals which had a lot of protein. Despite the training routine, the main thing that separated Manny Pacquiao from the rest of the boxers in his era was his dedication and consistency. He trained 6 times a week, and he was consistent for decades. Manny has dedicated a lot of time and effort into the sport of boxing because he started boxing at the age of 12. He still trains at the boxing gym to this day. That just shows that he loves the sport, and that definitely contributed to his success. Let's take a quick overview of Manny Pacquiao before we cover what makes him so good at boxing. He is about 5 feet 5 inches. Pacquiao is a southpaw, which makes it tricky for some opponents to fight him, as southpaws are usually more rare than orthodox fighters. Some of his best traits are speed, agility, footwork, and punching power. So the first thing that made him so good at boxing was his speed and reaction time. Pacquiao was one of the fastest boxers in his weight division. He had one of the fastest hands, and he was light on his feet, which made it hard for his opponents to hit him. He had quick reaction time because he was good at blocking punches, and he had a pretty good head movement too. He also had good agility, so he was quick to move around his opponent. The second thing that made him so good at boxing was his punching power and durability. He had a very powerful punch, and he won a lot of his fights by knockout. He also had good durability because there were many fights where he took a lot of blows, and he was still able to keep going. Strength training played an important role in it. If you are someone who wants to improve punching power, the best way is to punch with the right form. Most people have a bad form while throwing a punch. To punch properly, you need to drive some power from your legs while rotating your hips and pivoting your foot. You also need to extend your arms completely. Try using all your speed while punching, and you can see a difference in your punching power. The last thing that made Manny Pacquiao so good at boxing was his experience and good decision making. Since he started boxing at an early age, he gained a lot of experience compared to boxers who started their boxing journey at 17 or 18. His experience helped him out with his quick decision making in the ring. Decision making is a very important skill to master for boxing, because if you make the right choices in a fight, it can make the difference between losing or winning. It can also save you from getting knocked down early in a fight. He was really good at controlling the distance in his fights. You have to decide when to close in or fall back. For example, if your opponent has crazy punching power, it is a good idea to control the distance by using your footwork or jab, and he usually relied on his footwork for it. You can also improve your defense with good decision making, because you have to decide what side to slip, when to do it. Timing is also a crucial thing for boxing, which is built through gaining experience. You can't be born good at boxing. Most professional boxers have at least 5 years of experience. You also need to be smart at the sport and train effectively instead of just training hard at boxing, which can be gained through watching fights. After a certain point, boxing is not just about physical power or speed. There have been many boxers in the world who are not the best when it comes to speed or power, but they are good at tricking their opponent or winning by a decision. Alright, so these were the main things that made the former world champion good at boxing.